Hello all, I am Suyash Goyal, an educator on Unacademy. I hope that you all are doing very well. You can follow me on Unacademy learning app. Please download that and you can find my other courses there. And this lesson is on some words, some very interesting words, their meaning, their usage in sentences, antonyms and synonyms of those words, and we'll be talking about all those things in a single lecture to save as much time as possible. Also, please do not forget to rate, review and share this lesson and subscribe to our YouTube channel, okay? And this is my profile, and here's the link where you can just follow me up. You can find this link in the description of this video also. And also please do not forget to shoot as many questions as you can, all your doubts, any query which you are having while speaking English, while just using all these words, you can just directly shoot that in the comment box below. Okay, so please shoot all your questions, do not hesitate at all. So let's continue with the same words, some more words, their meanings, usage and synonyms and antonyms. And here we have one interesting word, that is brittle. So when I'm talking about the word brittle, it actually means something that is hard but easily broken. Now there are two things. I'm talking about something which is hard, but at the same time it can be broken very easily. So if I am talking about some material like this, then it will be regarded as brittle. Okay, like for example, the pond was covered in a brittle layer of ice. Now we all have seen the layer of ice, and that layer of ice is somewhat very hard, but if you just try to break it, it can be broken down very easily. So that is what brittle is all about, you know, something which can be broken down very easily but it is hard at the same time. Okay, now if I talk about the synonyms, the word having the similar meaning, then the first being frail and breakable. Now if I talk about breakable, now it's self-explanatory, that something which can be broken very easily, okay, which can be broken down into pieces very easily, that is breakable. And the next is frail. Now frail is somewhat something which is weak or delicate, and obviously which is weak, which is delicate, that is something which can be broken down very easily. Okay, and then we have antonyms, words which are having just opposite meaning, and the antonyms are tough and unbreakable. Now tough, what is tough? Now when I'm saying tough, then tough means I'm talking about something which is not easy to break down. Okay, you cannot break it very easily when something is tough. Okay, the next is unbreakable. Now it is also self-explanatory, that something which cannot be broken down into pieces, that is what unbreakable is. So that's all about brittle. The next is benevolence. Now what is benevolence? It means that when you have desire to do good to others, then that quality is what is known as benevolence. Okay, that quality which you have, that if you think that yes, you should do good to others, or if you have all these good qualities in you of doing good to others, good things to others, of thinking good for others, so all these things are actually packed up in a single quality, and that is what is known as benevolence. Okay, for example, gentleness and benevolence were native to him. That means that he is full of benevolence and he is full of gentleness. Gentleness and benevolence were native to him. Iska matlab that he was actually full of gentleness, he was actually full of benevolence. Okay, synonyms for the same is generosity. Okay, now when I talk about generosity, it also means that it is the quality of being kind and generous. Okay, it is the quality of being kind, you know, that is what generosity is. So it's quite similar to benevolence. Next is humanity. Humanity is someone who is full of human, you know, who is full of those qualities which make him a perfect human. So that is humanity. So that is also similar to benevolence. Then we have antonyms like malevolence. Now it is just opposite to benevolence. Benevolence, malevolence. Now malevolence means the state or condition of being malevolent, and that means hostility, you know, when you are full of hatred, you know, when you are full of enmity. Okay, or you have some ill feeling for someone. Okay, you have some sort of ill feeling for someone, then we call it malevolence. That quality is what is known as malevolence. So it is actually opposite to benevolence. Okay, the next is inhumanity. That's actually self-explanatory, inhumanity. Okay, so the next is covetous. It's covetous, and it means that showing a great desire to possess something which belongs to someone else. Now whenever you want to have something which actually belongs to someone else, then that feeling is known as covetous. Okay, let's say someone has a car and you want to have that car. Okay, and you have a great desire to possess that car which belongs to him. So that feeling is what is known as covetous. Okay, like for example, while I ate, my covetous dog eyed my every bite. Obviously, your dog was actually thinking if he can just capture or grab that bite which you are having. So he was actually thinking, or he was actually having a great desire to possess that food which you are eating at that time, or which you were eating at that time. Okay, so that is what we known as covetous. Okay, now if I talk about the synonyms, obviously one is greed. It's very common word, greed. When you have greed for something, you want it, doesn't matter which way you are getting it, or doesn't matter whom the thing belongs to, but you just want it. Okay, the second is avarice. Now what is avarice? It means extreme greed. Now it is also greed, but it is extreme greed for wealth or material gain. Okay, you just need it anyhow. Okay, you just don't know how you'll get it, by hook or by crook, but you will just get it. You need it. When you have such greed for wealth, for materials, some material, then we call it avarice. Okay, then we have antonyms, the one being selfless and satisfied. Obviously the meaning of this word is showing a great desire to possess something. That means you are not satisfied, you want something else, you want something more. So antonyms could be satisfied, you do not want anything else, you do not want what others are having, you are just satisfied in your own. And selfless, when you always think about others, you just do not think anything about yourself, you don't want anything and all that thing. Okay, the next is convenient. So when we are talking about convenient, then it is very simple word, and it means that suitable for your purposes and needs and causing least difficulty. Now something would be called convenient when it will be suitable for your purpose or for your needs or for your ways. Okay, whatever you are doing, if it's convenient, they could be convenient ways. Okay, wherever you are going, it could be a convenient place. So it could be suitable, should be suitable for your purposes and needs, then we call it convenient. And it should cause least difficulty, you should face least difficulty, then we call it convenient. Like for example, put things where they will be most convenient for you. Obviously put things where they will be most convenient for you, where they will be most easily findable for you, where they will be most easily visible to you. Okay, so that is what convenient means. Okay, causing the least difficulty. Now if I talk about synonyms, then synonyms could be handy, suited and comfortable. Now comfortable is self-explanatory. When I'm saying convenient, then yeah, something should be comfortable to you. Okay, if I'm talking about a place, a convenient place, then that convenient place should be comfortable to you also. Okay, the first one is handy. So when I'm saying handy, then it means something which is convenient to handle, or something which is convenient to use, or something which is readily available. You need not to look for it, that where it is. You just think of it and you just spot it. So this is also convenience of yours. Okay, so handy. Then we have antonyms like tedious, we have unsuitable, and we have fatigue. So tedious actually means too long. Okay, something which is too long, which is taking too long, very dull, something like that. Okay, so such thing cannot be convenient for you. When I'm talking about something which is too long, which is boring, which is monotonous, okay, then obviously this is not going to be a convenient thing for you. Okay, so we can just take it as a antonym. The next is unsuitable. Obviously there are two things, one is suitable and other is unsuitable. So all the things which are not convenient to you, they are unsuitable to you also. Okay, so this is how we can just talk about this convenient also. So that's all for this lecture. Thank you very much. We'll be talking about some more words in the next lecture.